Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my airport. We're at Arcadia Municipal Airport in Florida. I've bought I've bought three Floridian airports. This one, Plant City and Key West International. And we are going to be doing today's flight in the Piper Seminole from Correndo, or Coronado, however you pronounce it. Coronado. Coronado. I don't know, whatever. It's the P-44 Piper Seminole. And this is a little bit larger airport, so it lends itself okay to this aircraft. This is a nicely detailed aircraft by airport by DC Designs. Not my Florida's not really my area of expertise. I don't do a lot of Floridian flying, but it has beautiful weather. So it's actually, obviously in real life, Florida is one of the biggest hotspots in the world for civil aviation because everybody and their mother's brother flies there. So although I may poo-poo Florida as a not favorite flight destination because I like flying in the mountains, doesn't mean that it's a bad place to fly because most pilots fly there because it's just always nice weather. Very predictable weather, rain in the evening, never snow. Though it's a little bit warm, which means it's harder for the aircraft to develop lift. Let's go around the airport grounds and see what we got. Wingman Aviation. They got a bunch of different airplanes, including the ever-popular TBM that you see everywhere. Cessna. Caravan parked outside. These nice hangars. These are great. Runways have all been redone and very nicely done. Taxiways are redone, obviously. We've got this cool pilot's eye view. It says Arcadia. And once again, X06 is the call sign for the airport. It looks like you also have a grass runway here, but it's X'd off. So I don't know. Usually that means runway not in use, doesn't it? But in this case, maybe it is still. And look at those cool asphalt patterns. All the landing gear markings. I have a feeling Arcadia 1230. Okay, so that must be maybe either the local frequency for the tower or maybe ILS frequency. I would imagine the local tower frequency. Once again, there is a grass strip here, but apparently it's X'd off. So DC Designs does not do much about letting you know what else they've replaced. I don't know if the city is just the houses that are nearby are just default or if they've been put in by DC Designs. I don't know. They don't give any information. They basically say this is a popular airport just south of Arcadia, the business district, and that's it. There's no other information. Bunch of aircraft parked over here. This is a really cool hangar. Look at that. I would imagine that they've done all these houses by hand. Obviously, they're generic scenery, but I probably put these in considering this is. Is this on airport grounds? It must not be. Weird. That's definitely on airport grounds, but I would imagine they probably did this whole neighborhood, I would think. But who knows? I don't know. Once again, there's no photographs of anything surrounding the airport in their description, so I don't know what they've done or what they haven't done. But suffice it to say, if you like flying in Florida, and this is pretty near the beach, maybe about a 20-minute flight to the west, this is a pretty cool airport. I think that this one is definitely worth the price of admission. They've done a great job with the airport grounds. It doesn't really matter what's around it so much because, well, there's a lot, there's a lot of just default scenery and it looks okay. And the airport's so large that, you're not like flying into, I don't know, it's not like some of the ones that we've been looking at from Orbix that are very small airports where the town kind of does matter because when you land, you're like landing in the middle of town. That's about it for the scenery. I mean, it's not a super populated airport with buildings and stuff, and that is probably how it really is. So, but I think they've done a good job. I love the tarmac; it looks great. In browsing from the air above, I found this little gem. I didn't see this before. There's I don't know if that's a Seminole or a Baron. That looks like a Baron, huh? Cool color scheme parked over here in the corner. So that's hidden back here with a little picnic table, too. I missed that. Sorry about that, guys. So there's a little bit of things. These are cool little details. This is the stuff that I like on these airports is to see those little special details that show, you know, like what these extra little things. You know, that's probably something that's really there, and I like that kind of stuff. So anyway, so let's go ahead and fly around the airport and see what we see. So once again, this is the Piper Seminole from Coronado. Aircraft I'm very happy with. I got it for my birthday, and I love it. Let's go ahead into the cockpit and get it started up. All right, I'm ready to roll. Got the aircraft started. I did that off camera. Aren't I sly? Flaps are, we need to be up one. Parking brake is off. There we go. And the flaps are going to go down one notch. There we go. Okay. Pardon me. Once again, for these reviews, I do not, repeat, I do not contact the tower because the radio comms interrupt the review. Typical nice day in Florida, sunny. Probably a little cooler since it's winter. Once again, that's why people like to fly in the south, because it's nice. So we're going to go ahead and taxi down to, I believe we're going to take off on 24. I haven't seen the windsock. I wasn't paying attention to it. Let's look. Oh no, we're going the other way. Okay. Not realistic piloting. We would know ahead of time which way we're flying. Yeah, but by the way, 1230 is the tower frequency, I believe. Let's see. Yeah. So that is what's written on the runway there. It says Arcadia 1230. And that's a Unicom frequency. There is no actual tower, obviously. But it's the radio frequency. I'm not sure what other airports are on 1230, but I'm sure there's a couple local airports that use the same frequency. But you can see here, this is a nice, long, fairly wide runway for a medium-sized general aviation aircraft. You might even, I don't know, you'd have to look at the runway length. These are things that I don't know. I apologize. Try not to muddle around here, but you might be able to land a smaller jet here, but I don't know. Seems like it's long enough. All right, let's get off the ground here. This aircraft, when it's ready to take off, man, it starts to the back end starts to go around. You know, hey, it's time to get off the ground. We're going to cut back on throttle because we're just going to go around the airport. We'll fly up a little bit above Plant City and then make a turn and come back and land. Once again here, unlike flying out west, there's not a ton to see. It's basically trees and houses. And Walmart. Probably Walmart right there. There's the Lowe's. It did say industrial park, so I'm assuming in real life, you know, there's probably like manufacturing stuff going on there. People probably fly into the airport that are managers and bosses. We are way needing to slow down. I'm actually going to drop flaps too to keep the speed down. Not above the first stage flaps operating. All right. Yeah, this one, if you go too far far down on the throttle, it'll scream at you. Whoops. And there's our airport off to the left. And we're just going to fly around here and make a landing there, so we'll keep that over there. So welcome to Arcadia, Florida. Flat as a pancake. Tell you what, it doesn't matter if you fly high anyway, if you're flying 7, 8, 9, 10, 15,000 feet, except for some very big mountains in America. Most of the ground looks the same anyway because you're pretty high up above everything. but that is it. And let's go ahead and make our first turn. Gonna cut the speed back a lot. Nope, not that much. Once again, I'm still learning this aircraft. I've only flown it a couple times, so it's pretty new to me. And there's the runway there. The flaps all the way down, get our speed down. This aircraft, I'm used to the Mooney Bravo also tends to fly really fast, and you could, but it has speed brakes, which help me in my ineptitude to manage the speed of the aircraft. But this one, this is a little frightening because this airplane is fast moving. And we are probably pretty low on the glide slope here. This is going to be bad. Warning you now. Not too bad. All right, bleed off that speed. Oops. Yep. Okay, there we go. This is a hot rod airplane, man. Like, I have to get used to it. Yeah, that was a bad landing. But that's okay. We got the idea of what the airport looks like. Pretty neat stuff, you know? So, anyway, that's Arcadia. I know this is a short review. There's just not a whole lot to this airport. There's no, like, other scenery things. So is it worth it? Yeah, if you like to fly in Florida, I think this airport's definitely worth the price of admission. Like I said, I don't remember it being super expensive. I thought it was like maybe $8 or $10, something like that. It wasn't crazy. And it's a nice, you know, mid-size airport for these kind of aircraft. So I like it. I hope you guys enjoyed this very short review. And we'll be looking at Plant City, and also Key West International. There's a lot to see down there. So anyway, have a great night. Be sure to subscribe. Thumbs up always help, and we will see you next time. I enjoy doing these reviews, and I'm having fun. See you next time. Bye.